Good morning. What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Something a little bit different, but if you're an OG subscriber, you probably remember this car here. The motor was taking too long to get rebuilt over at the machine shop. Unfortunately, due to the pandemic, a lot of parts were on back order. So what ended up happening is, huge shout out to CTR Drifter. He actually had a recently crashed Eclipse. Car has been sitting here for how long? Like almost a year, huh? Yeah, just about a year. And
that's since I left.
Ever since you left, huh? I've seen better days. It does need a lot of work, but we're hoping to pretty much hopefully bring it back from the dead, and I do plan on selling it off. So if any of you guys are interested, wait till I'm done with the car, and once she's ready to go, then I'll be letting you guys know. But this is a 1999 OZ Rally, black leather interior. This is like our 5th time, but I do just want to get rid of this car. I really don't use it, don't really need it, and well, we just have to take the steps required to get it running. So we're gonna start taking things apart. We're gonna start off by just removing the basic bolt-ons, all the fluids, the wiring harness, and pretty much getting ready to put the engine hoist on there so that we go ahead and remove it. Alright, so I went ahead and swapped over to the OG 1080p camera. My hands are getting way too dirty and I don't want to mess that thing up. But just for an update, all fluids are out, radiators out, intercooler piping's out, harness is disconnected everywhere. You do have to take off this ground, which is very important. And then also before you pull the motor, you're going to have to disconnect this fuel line up because it's also very common for you guys to just leave it on there. Shifter linkages. We're also going to go ahead and start focusing on removing the suspension and the control arms. So yeah, motor's pretty much out. We took off the motor mounts. I do kind of want to wipe down the whole engine bay because it's been sitting for a while and it is a little bit dirty. So just wipe it down. Then we are going to have to go ahead and transfer everything over to the other engine. And then from there, pretty much put everything back together. So for this video, I'm going to try to get as far as I can. Honestly, it's been a while, but we do have Lazy here with us today. So it should be a little bit easier. that thing was filthy. Bam. She's all done. Looks 10 times better and it looks somewhat presentable, so I'll take that. Engine base cleaned to the best of my ability for now. Once the engine's in, we can still power wash it and do some more detailing, but it does look a lot better versus what it did before. We also do have the other motor that we have to swap everything over to over there, and we have the blown motor on this side. So we are gonna have to swap everything from valve cover, intake manifold, transmission, clutch, timing components, those are brand new. Of course, the whole turbo setup up here. And this thing is rusted, so I don't know if you want to paint it, wrap it, or kind of leave it as is, but I'll figure that out later. What's good is that I don't really have to buy much besides the oil, a new rear main seal, and some coolant, because everything else has pretty much been replaced. So everything is good to go. Of course, the block was bad, the bearing had a spun bearing, and I am trying my best to kind of keep you guys in the loop of what's going on. But remember, this will be going up for sale after it's all done, so at least you guys get to see that everything on here is going to be pretty much all refurbished, all new. These coilovers only have like a couple 100 miles. I went ahead and removed the old thermostat housing because by the looks of it, it was leaking. I'm not too sure if it was from the gasket area itself or from one of the hoses, but we did put the old one back on because this one's already JB welded for the heater core line delete. We also took off the power steering and AC condenser bracket and AC condenser, and we also took off the pulley here so that we now have access to the timing components. So now we're gonna focus. The harmonic balancer, correct. And we're gonna focus on removing all this old stuff. I'm pretty sure it's never been changed out. See that? Yeah, that's not safe, huh? Yeah, it was on its way out. Old, yeah. Yeah. So we're gonna focus first on taking off the tensioner here with these two bolts, these two pulleys here, and of course the belt will come off. So.
And Ontario, Victoria Gardens. Oh, Victoria Gardens? Yeah, it's a place called Punch Bowl Social. It's like this hipster. Oh, I've been there.
Alright, so Lazy got both cam gears matched up right here and half a tooth down here. Come on. Come on. Alright, so we're gonna pull the trans. I do want to paint this turbo housing and exhaust manifold, and then we're also going to be swapping over the valve cover.
I'm gonna bring this. Are you going center now?
Yeah. Yeah. Flat was coming off. That's it. I got it. Sweet. And this is the rear main seal. I'm gonna go ahead and replace this while it's out. Might as well do all that. So pretty good progress overall. As you guys can see, this engine's almost put back together. All that's left is to put the red valve cover on it. the exhaust manifold with it being painted, the turbo. We do have to swap out the oil pans as well because this one's already been cut for the oil return line for the turbo, as you guys can see here. Alright, so we actually been out here all day. We got as far as we could. Honestly, me being on this camera for one is like super nostalgic. Me being here with the guys is super nostalgic. Working on this car is super nostalgic. So it brought me back to both good memories and bad memories. It's just a full DSM garage. We pretty much got the old motor with the spun bearing completely bare. There's pretty much nothing left on it. So this thing's complete trash. We have the clutch ready. The turbo, I do want to paint the manifold and the turbo housing on the hot side. We have to put the transmission back on, put the valve cover. I know you guys weren't really expecting me to be working on this car right now, but I did want to get it out of the way. It's been sitting here at the guys' house for like a year now, and honestly, I want to get it running. I do plan on selling it, so if you guys are interested, keep an eye out because it's coming super soon. Hope to have this thing out in the streets. I will make a full video and dedication to detailing it and pretty much just getting it ready for a nice little photo shoot and then posting it up for sale. So I'll go to end the video here for now. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more VR4, Evo, and DSN content.